Holy
shoot.
shit, this...
Probably
whoa.
not.
Oh, wow, this is 3D?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a... The title screen made me think it was like a sprite hack, which is good. I don't mind sprite hacks. I played a lot of sprite hacks, but this is like a 3D engine and everything. That's fancy.
It's really nice, and I think you're gonna like the levels that they have in this demo. Alright,
Whoa,
cool.
look at this. Angel Island Zone!
I love
Let's
that the
go!
whole purpose I love that the whole purpose of this video is that we're supposed to be talking about Sonic Movie 2, and you're just
Oh.
gushing over the look of the game.
Yeah, it's time for me to climb out of my hobbit hole and do my, like, singular movie review every 2 years.
So hey guys, welcome back to Game and Chat. This time we are going to be talking about movie Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yeah. I've only seen it once. I want to see it again.
Oh, I've seen it like 3 times. I am
Oh,
like
man.
a Sonic the Movie 2 connoisseur. And can I just say, it pretty much had like everything that I thought was going to be in it. Not to say it was like predictable, but, it
like-
had everything that I wanted.
There was at least one thing in it that I was like, they wouldn't. Oh shit, they did!
Oh, are you talking about the... Are you talking about the thing at the end or the... Well, oh, okay, first and foremost, there are
post-credits
100%
thing, yeah.
going to be spoilers in this movie review. Or
Dumbledore dies.
discussion video.
I can't do anything about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But I mean, if you haven't seen the movie by now, go and watch the movie.
Yeah. Don't ask what Dumbledore's doing in the Sonic movie. I thought it was a very strange direction for them to take it in, but there you go. Oh, this is really cool. I'm gonna have to play this myself.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You love this game!
Well, yeah, it's a good Sonic game, and it's made by fans. That's my jam.
Fans are
dude.
really good at making Sonic games. That's why they have Sage every year.
Yeah, and like if Sega had a lick of sense in them, they would start officially sponsoring Sage every year, and like.
How
like,
cool is it that they got the Christian Whitehead team back for Sonic Origins?
Yeah, well, like, that Sonic 3 and Knuckles port is something we've been waiting for forever, because Christian Whitehead showed on his iPhone a demo build and was like, hey, Sega, just so you know, ready to go on the next one. That was like 7 years ago. That was a whole fucking Ocarina of Time trip ago.
Yeah,
And
wow.
we've just been waiting around going, so Sega, how about it? And they're like, nope. But then for this one, and you know, I actually interviewed at a studio that ported one of the Sonic collections before it got shut down, and it did a horrible job of making a Sonic port. I think it was the DS or the GBA one.
Yeah.
It was bad, and this time. Sonic Origins is getting, like, lavish treatment. New animated cutscenes?
Yo, those cutscenes look so
What?
good.
A Tyson Hess coming in and being like, yeah, it's Sonic 2 and 3 and 1, and CD.
And CD is canon?
But gonna have cutscenes and shit? What? I'm itching to know how it, like, is that gonna be a promotional thing we see at the beginning? Or is that gonna be something that, like...
I heard a rumor that they're gonna be like tying the games together, so like the cutscenes, the animated cutscenes will be at the beginning and end of each game, like to like lead into each other.
That's true. That could be how they're doing it. But there's a cutscene, there's a clip in there that's from the Sky Zone in Sonic 2. You know, the wing walking zone.
Oh yeah.
And so like, in order to have that as a cutscene, it would have to be between levels.
Oh.
And I don't know exactly what percentage of the gross that Sega is getting from the Sonic movie, because Paramount's gonna want a piece of that. You know, the production company is gonna need a piece of that. The stars probably cost a fair bit. I want to know that Colleen O'Shaughnessy is getting the same pay grade as Ben and as Idris.
I saw this meme that was like Sonic the Movie 2 and Sonic Origins, but like over the face of All Might, being like, "It's your turn," and Deku is Sonic Frontiers. It's your turn.
So Sonic Frontiers, yeah, it's gonna be open world Sonic. It's gonna, like, in a twist of fate, Breath of the Wild 2's been delayed, so we're gonna get that one first.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I do find it like extremely interesting, like how much Sonic love that there is at the moment.
Oh yeah, like, I saw this, and You can see some of the YouTubers coming out of the woodwork and starting to be like, well, you know, I never actually gave Sonic Adventure a chance, but since my girlfriend wouldn't shut up about it, now I'm actually gonna. And you know what? It's not horrible. It's not horrible at all. You know, it's stupid and cheesy and it sucks, but you know what? I actually had fun. I was surprised that a Sonic game could be fun.
Sonic's always had an awkward jump to 3D.
You know what? Sonic in 3D... No, fuck you. Sonic in 3D worked great. It's just that everyone who knew how to do it left the fucking company.
Yeah. Sonic Adventure 3 when?
Well, hopefully, like, in the spirit of retro revivals, you know, I've been feeling this since the AVGN. Like, since James came out and was like, look at all these fucking NES games, and then indie, you know, devs started being like, hey, yeah, look at all these indie titles. We can actually make that shit pretty fucking easy. We can go ahead and make a little, like, weekend game. It's not even gonna break the sweat. And you got
it's like nostalgic and like easy to do nowadays with the current technology.
Yeah, and like 3D is of course harder, but we ended up getting stuff like A Hat in Time, and a couple of other like I don't really want to hang too many. I don't really want to talk about Ukulele because that just makes me sad.
I thought it was okay, but
it's
I didn't
like
have
when
a
you
great
see a
time
boxer come back from retirement and you just, you know, just look. I want to remember you from your last official bout. You don't need to come back for Logan Paul. It's fine. Stay retired. It's just sad now.
Yeah, remember that tweet where Igoraptor's like, kill me if I ever, like, become a Let's Player or something?
Yeah.
Fucking shoot me if I ever become a YouTube boxer.
I wonder if there's a tweet like that from him where he's like, it's so fucking stupid, it's so fucking dumb that, you know, they're fighting each other. I mean, I just don't see the need. I just don't see the need at all. That's fucking stupid. And now he's like, yeah, I'm gonna be boxing Epic Mealtime. Come check it out. Yeah, cool. I mean, I don't think I think he means it at the time. I just think that, like, he recognizes that the situation changes, and he enjoys being hyperbolic, you know? That's his jam. Dude, this is such a faithful remake of, like, Angel Island's own boss.
Oh yeah, I'm really hoping that this is, like, a full-on... It's not, like, a like, one-to-one Sonic 3 remake, but it's, like, clearly influenced by Sonic 3.
You know, I've been thinking about this a lot lately. And a lot of people are shocked that the Sonic movie could be anything good, right? They were kind of like, oh yeah, the first one's pretty good. The second one is a lot more Sonic-y. It's still a little bit like buddy comedy with a furry companion genre movie, but it's way minimized compared to the first one.
I do genuinely feel, though, that they had to, like, ease a general audience into the concept of Sonic, and this has been, like, doubly so. This has been, like, reaffirmed for me, with, like, the general critics saying, like, oh, why weren't there more of the human characters in this movie?
Yeah,
and also, can I say that I disagree with that sentiment? Because there was, like, a huge, lengthy, like, scene for the humans right in the middle. You got your fucking, like, human scene right there, dead center.
But I don't know if I've said this on Game and Chat before, so stop me if I have. But my whole thing with it was, so Michael Bay's first Transformers movie, you know, it's cheesy, it's got explosions, but you know what? It introduces us to the Transformers, and now that we've been introduced to the Transformers, you don't have to bear the weight of that in the second movie. You can just say, here are our friends, the Transformers, and maybe a bit of Sam's Witwicky. But no, what Michael Bay does is he's like, people come to my movies to see Shia LaBeouf.
Oh my
So we're gonna have a lot more of that, and a bit more of Megan Fox, and, you know, a lot more army guys, and like, a bajillion more Transformers, but they're only in shot for, like, one shot each. And
I remember apparently Steven Spielberg produced on the first one and told Michael Bay to have more close-ups of, like, the Transformers, like, showing emotions, like, on their face, and Michael Bay just apparently forgot to do it, or just chose not to.
I don't think he forgot. I think he just went about his Michael Bay business. But that was my worry about the second one, is that we would start off with another James Marsden adventure featuring Sonic. I did not want that. If that was the case, I would have been like, well, you had it for a minute, and the fire went out, and it's done. Goodbye.
With the first Sonic movie, they actually did a pretty decent job of like balancing out like theming and like all that other stuff.
I'd agree with that. Like it's still a cheesy like kids.
Oh yeah. It was cheesy as hell, but there was like a reason for like every creative decision. I didn't feel like with other adaptations, there's like a lot of like convenience. Like, why is this happening? Why is that happening?
Basically, it looks like I'm gonna have to save your planet.
Where did that? Yeah, that was in the trailer, but it had nothing to do with that.
Of course not. I reckon that was a pre-Tyson line.
Yeah, probably.
Probably painted Sonic as a bit too, megalomaniacal or something.
Like he's a god.
I think there was probably a different plot MacGuffin or a different it was strange.
A lot changed. That movie was saved in the edit like Star Wars.
Oh yeah. But yeah, for the new one, my fear was that it would be a Transformers 2, and it was not. It was more of that. Let's go on like a globe-trotting adventure, and we're gonna be sassy kids, but we're flying by the seat of our pants, improvising solutions for everything, and that's kind of the adventurous spirit that is common to almost, I'd say, every kind of Sonic media.
Yeah.
And the media is vast and disparate and has every kind of interpretations. There's no, every country has their own religious version of Sonic. It's like going to if you go to church in England, it's different to going to church in America, right? Like, some you might have a gospel Sonic church, you might have like an Orthodox Sonic church, whatever. But one of the common threads is he improvises solutions. He's brave. He leads Tails into finding himself, and and I think the audience seeing that was like, we've never seen that before. That's surprising. This is actually a fun and interesting idea. Like, just have this guy who can do a lot of cool shit, doing cool shit. Because as much as Sega pushes for Sonic to have an edgy attitude, it's not really that thing that makes Sonic cool. It's the fact that he does cool things.
Yeah.
And they just had him doing cool things. It's that simple.
They were I'd say they were pretty true to Sonic's character.
I still think that Ben has a little bit of trouble playing confident Sonic, because he comes off as smarmy, but that makes sense for his version of the character.
Yeah, I mean, he's more of a kid than Sonic typically is portrayed to be.
Yeah.
Because, like, I feel like normal Sonic is, like, more of a teenager, but I think they're focusing on, like, making him very, like, kiddie in the films.
Well, I think that's probably... They wanted to give James Marsden's character an in for why he's important to the story, why he's important to Sonic, and what connection they can share. And that's what you do when you make movies. You need to focus on what relationships you're going to develop. Yeah. So I totally get why they would have gone with that in the first movie, and why they need to pay service to that in the second movie. But seeing the three all together on screen, so fucking
that was so cool. And having them all run side by side together, dramatically. They had like their Avengers moment where the camera was like panning around and everything. I'm the groin.
And it strikes you because you see the reactions around the internet. And people forget how dangerous Knuckles was when he first showed up.
I love that. Okay, so like one of the things that I really liked about Knuckles is he was gullible but not stupid.
Yes.
Okay, like kind of stupid, but like in a like a, they didn't like take away from his badassery, is what I'm saying.
No, they took a very wise note from Thor's playbook and went, he could be tough and he can be intimidating, but because he's also isolated, we can play on the fact that he's a bit of a fish out of water in a very Hemsworth kind of way, and that was a perfect turn decision. That was genius characterization. Oh, so close.
What is your opinion on Jim Carrey potentially retiring after Sonic 2?
I did not hear. I think that some articles are reporting this differently, but what I heard was that he's prepared to retire after this role, not necessarily after this film. Jim Carrey is, however, notorious for not doing sequels, but he's done one, and you gotta give us one more. Just round off the trilogy, and then let Stone take over and start calling himself Eggman in some weird, fetishistic kind of hero worship. And then you've got canon Eggman. He could just say, "Don't call me Stone, don't call me Robot, just call me Eggman."
I had a strange idea.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
if it actually turns out that Jim Carrey does retire, in the Archie comics they made it so he had like a robotic replacement. I had this like weird thought of like, what if the movie version of Robotnik in the third movie is literally just the CG model of him in the games, and they could justify it by saying like, oh look, he's a robot.
See, that's interesting. You should bring that up because all of the promo material I'm seeing for Sonic Prime. Do you know much about Sonic Prime?
Not really. No, I haven't looked into it.
So Sonic Prime.
I'm worried about it because you know my feelings on Mega Man Fully Charged.
Well, there's more to worry about now because
no.
Sonic Prime is, of course, the animated Sonic show that was purported to be coming to Netflix, and Netflix had a big downturn in revenue. They announced that a lot of their subscribers have dropped off. No kidding. There's so many streaming services now, you're bound to have some dropping off. But their call after their stock prices fell, when they announced the fall-off of users, they canned a whole bunch of creative people, particularly the ones in animation. Like, not the people who are curating animated content, the people who are producing new exclusive content. And I think that is, just... chuck all the babies out of here. We gotta make room for all this fucking bathwater.
Yeah.
Like, you can make, like, Arcane is such a hit. Arcane is probably your why are you gonna, like, turn your nose up at animation? Dota, Dragon's Blood is doing you really good things. You have both MOBA cartoons that people like on there right now. And you really want to turn your nose up at more animation. Animation is one of the things you guys are doing the best out of any streaming service, I'd argue.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess they're looking for places to cut corners, and I'm hoping that Sonic Prime doesn't become a casualty of that downsizing. And I feel for all the people working at Netflix Studios, because they even fired the head of their department for animation. It's crazy. Yeah. We're talking about potentially hundreds of thousands of jobs gone in a split second because of the stock price. Anyway, the roundabout point I was going to make was the premise of Sonic Prime involves variants of different Sonics and different continuities. And so far, all the promotional material has been like, oh, here's Sonic wearing some weird gloves. Here's Caveman Amy. And I'm thinking, okay, so...
You're doing a multiverse plot and you're not bringing in actual canon Sonics?
Yeah, but, like, you can't do Archie because the Penders will come after them.
Yeah, apparently Ken Penders is thinking of suing, like, Sonic Movie 2 for featuring, like, Knuckles' dad or something.
Yeah. Next up, he's going to sue Australia because we clearly ripped off Echidnas. But, like, anytime Knuckles has a family, he gets a bird up his bonnet, but... it's a natural conclusion of that character being like, I'm a lone echidna guarding a master emerald, and I'm part of an ancient civilization. The only place to go from a writing standpoint is start to flesh out his backstory with his people. And there's already a sort of Mesoamerican Aztec vibe to the surrounding imagery, so that's not you, Penders. And the Fleetway comic also had plots involving Knuckles' past with the Echidna tribe. So, what exactly are you saying you own? There are other people who were your contemporaries doing this when you did it. And by the way, Echidnas, and Knuckles in particular, black-coded. Always has been. And you know how I know this?
How?
The first iteration, when they first pitched the character, they're like, we'll give him dreadlocks, we'll give him the Jamaican flag on his shoes, and if at all possible, let's give him a Jamaican accent in all of the localizations. But they couldn't quite get that to work for some reason. I think maybe there's not very many people in Japan that can do an authentic Jamaican or Japanese accent.
And then they gave him a cowboy hat in the OVA.
Yeah, strangely, that had appears in the Archie comic before the OVA came out in America.
Oh, wow.
I actually want to ask Penders, hey, did you get an advanced copy or something? Where did this come from?
Is that similar to how, like, Sally Acorn was, like, designed what was it? She appeared in like a Christmas special that was set in the original Sonic cartoon universe before.
Oh, all right. So that's you've tickled my Sonic trivia itch. You knew exactly what you were doing when you were inviting me on to it. Yeah. All right. I'll bite. So, Sonic Christmas Blast was a special that they were making. It was produced after both the end of the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. You know, the one with Peanuts. And
yeah. I want Jim Carrey to say once. I want Jim Carrey to say once. Snooping as usual. I see.
Well, they got Mike Pollock to do it.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, the thing about the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog is they produced the whole thing in 8 months. Whole show. Done. 1 year. 5 seasons. They just went for it. So technically Sat-Am, even though it only aired 2 seasons, it was being produced for longer. But years after both of them had finished, and I'm not sure if it might have been before Underground came out, but they wanted a special to come out to coincide with the release of Sonic Extreme, which of course never happened, so they called it Sonic Christmas Blast to match up with Sonic 3D Blast, the game they ported from the Mega Drive to the Saturn, and oh dear. And it's very strange because, of course, Jaleel White is back as Sonic, but he talks to Princess Sally, who is strangely, like, he keeps cutting her off so she can't say anything. And I can't quite remember. I think she's in her prototype colors. You know, the pink Sally, which they changed very early on in the pre-production of the Sat-Am show. You know, the Sally and the Freedom Fighters show. But they got a pilot out of that show with the color palette. So maybe they only had the pilot, you know, design docs or like approved character. Whoa! Infinite. Zero friction mode. Wow. Alright.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Hey, you did it!
Yeah, okay, so one thing is I was intentionally taking my time so that you could get as much of your feelings about Sonic out as possible.
Is that the end of the game?
No.
Alright.
There's a few more levels, but the other thing is I was like half trying to pay attention to you and half focusing on the boss. That took way more time than when I was like test running this.
Yeah, it gives me time to get all of the Sonic trivia out of my system.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, what was I saying? Was it interesting anyway?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So you've got weird Proto Sally, can't say a word. Sonic is just like, "Don't worry, Sal, I'll get you a Christmas present," and then somehow Robotnik is in his Adventures form, but I think at some point he has, like, I don't know, the setting seems to be a weird mishmash of the two continuities.
Yeah.
But Sonic and everyone are acting in accordance with their characterization on the Looney Tunes version of the show. But it tries to have stakes a little bit here and there. He encounters more realistic environments, like there's actual snow in this special, and he's drawn a bit differently.
Oh, yep.
I think he's closer to being drawn to the Underground style. It might have been a backdoor pilot for Sonic Underground, which why would you make Sonic Underground? I still don't understand. I'll never.
I was actually. Part of me like really wants to like watch all of Sonic Underground and like do like one of those deep dive style videos.
But have you
like
watched
a Quinn
any
review
of it?
Style.
Have you watched
none of it? No, I watched a YouTube poop of it.
It's painful, man. I'm
just like, wait, Sonic has a mom? Wait, Sonic's in a band?
Yeah,
wait, they have
let's cut
official recolors?
Let's cut out the middle and make Sonic an actual prince, so he doesn't have to have a princess. But also, let's have 3 Jaleel White characters, including one who's Jaleel White just doing a girl's voice the way that a kid would do a girl's voice. And like, there has to be a song in every episode, but we did not hire a professional songwriter. And so the songs sound different every time, and they don't ever sound good. The one
Are you saying that you didn't like, they made a vow their mother would be found?
I did not.
Oh, wow. I thought you'd be all over that.
Oh, and instead of iconic voice actor, shit, what's his name? He plays Cat.
Shit, what's his name?
Dog.
I love that guy.
Oh god. Jim Cummings.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, snivelly. It warms the cockles of
It
my
warms
heart.
the cockles of my heart.
Yes.
And then Dog Walker's like, the less I hear about your cockles, the better.
But in this one, weird sideways casting choice. Gary Chalk, who you may know as Optimus Primal from Beast
yeah.
Wars,
Yeah.
and who also played Grounder in Adventures, he plays Robotnik in this one, and he's fine, but there's something kind of missing. It might be the writing. The colors are all just like in Saddam, but worse. Like, much colder. I don't know if it was an early digital production or something, but it's just, all around, it's like a monkey's paw version of, hey, bring back that Sonic cartoon I like. Oops, no, not like that. And like, there were still people at the time clamoring for a continuation of the Saddam show, and the Archie comic was still tied into that. It was still doing great. And the biggest
I would love
insult,
just like an Archie show. That would be amazing.
well, like, that was Saddam.
Oh.
Like, Archie... Oh, God, you're gonna get me going for hours.
Dude, maybe that was the point. Maybe I got you on here just to talk Sonic, and I could just...
Sonic.
I can monetize all your content that you were planning
I usually
to make.
hold this back. Like, anytime someone mentions Sonic, I'm like, yeah, there's a story. And they go, really? I'm like, yeah. Do I want to hear it? Probably not. And I just hold on to it. But you are just like, yeah, come on. You just have to, like, massage the water balloon correctly and it'll start leaking.